everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a very relaxing night and finding time for yourself to do the things that make you so happy. So next month I'll be turning 27, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that, kind of where I am right now as a person, the things I've been doing lately. I seen I don't know if it was a video or just like a quote. It was something that I read. I think it was a video. It said that we are not just our current age, I'm not just 26. I am 25. I'm 19. I'm 11. I'm 4. I'm all of those ages. And when I heard that, something clicked in my mind. Clicked. And it made me kind of open up my eyes and realize that our past is our present as well, kind of. You know what I mean? Like every little thing makes up who we are at this exact moment. And in a way, that is a little scary, but in a way that's very beautiful. So, I don't know, that's just kind of like, it might be weird for you to understand, but that's kind of like what I'm thinking. So, this year, while I've been 26, I have really been opening up my world, and letting myself, do the things that really do make me happy. I've been going to the park and swinging a lot, and I enjoyed doing that a lot as a kid. I've been doing phone calls, like old-fashioned, not texting. I've been doing phone calls. I called my aunt, one of my aunts, today, and we talked for almost 2 hours on the phone. I'll call my grandma, we'll talk on the phone, I'll call my mom, my dad. I'll just call family and talk. I've been making more time to have moments of reflection and inner peace. And what I mean by inner peace is in the moments that are chaotic or overwhelming. I've been trying this year to get in the habit of taking a step back, validating my thoughts, emotions, all of that, but at the same time, really delving into how to move forward with things. And I don't ever want any of you to feel stuck in anything, in any situation in your life. I think that's an important thing to carry with us, is ultimate freedom. If, in our souls, if you're sitting at a dinner table with folks that are making you uncomfortable, you have the ability to get up and walk away. You're not cemented to the chair, things like that. Having more of a priority over your peace of mind, and having just overall an understanding of being in control of yourself. Growing up, I loved being in charge of things. I loved having control over things. toxic trait. But I always felt the best when I was being able to be a leader of something, you know. And I mean, like, just with life situations. I don't necessarily mean like being in control of somebody else. I mean, like, if someone's having a bad day, I automatically felt like I was in charge of fixing that bad day, you know? I was in charge of making this person their life better in some way. But that is a huge responsibility to carry with you. And a lot of me doesn't know how to let that part of me go, and a part of me don't want to. I've always admired that about myself is, you know, if I see somebody struggling, I automatically feel in charge of that situation. Like, I need to do something, whatever I can do, to help that person. Now, here's where the negative side of all of that comes in. If I do absolutely everything in my power, you know, do whatever I can to control this situation or whatever, and that situation doesn't get better, I automatically blame myself or feel guilty or ashamed or feel like a failure, a disappointment. You know, I feel like I didn't do my job in controlling their happiness. And I feel like a lot of us can relate to that. I love to be able to pick somebody up when they're feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, sad, anything. I love comforting people. It makes me feel happy. It's just the times when I have no control over helping somebody, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at in my journey, is trying to not beat myself up over things that are out of my hands, you know, things that are out of my control. And like I said, you know, I called my aunt today and we talked for almost 2 hours, and we talked about life. We talked about, you know, our ups and downs, you know, why we're proud of ourselves, what makes us who we are. I mean, it wasn't just a, hey, how are you, what's up? No, we dove in and we talked, and that's like, I love that I have people in my life that I can call and confine myself into. You know, I'll call my older sister, my big sister. I'll call her. You know, we'll talk. And what I've learned is that so many people are thinking the exact same thing I am. You know, they hold it against themselves if they can't help out a friend in need. So a big part of me finding my inner peace is to find that way of letting go of what's no longer, you know, in my control, I guess. I could have said that in a way shorter, simpler way, but I really wanted to fully dissect that entire thought process, because I know a lot of you that watch my channel, we have a lot of things in common. And I know this because I read my emails and my DMs, my direct messages, you know, on Instagram. I read my comment section. And even on Cameo, you know, you guys, I love it when send a video on Cameo, and then I can kind of see who I'm talking to. That's pretty beautiful because you guys get to see me, but I never usually get to see you guys. So that's something that I really love about Cameo. But taking all that, I read a lot from you guys, and I know that we all are on the same wavelength. Like, we have a lot of the same struggles. Maybe not the same struggles, but give or take, they're the same type of, same type of emotions that come from the struggles, is what I'm saying. And so if there's something that I can say to help you guys, I know that it's pretty bland to just go out and say, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so overwhelmed. But I truly, truly, truly mean that. Why are we so hard on ourselves for trying our best and our best not feeling good enough sometimes? It's just a part of being human, I think. We're always expecting things out of ourselves. And there's a certain level of just things that society expects from us, okay? And then there's a different level of things that our friends and family expect from us. Then there's a whole nother realm of things that our inner self, expect from us. And you have to be so honest with yourself through your entire journey. You have to be able to take a step back sometimes and reflect on the things about yourself that you love and that you don't love and that you despise. And you have to know that no matter what, no matter your age, no matter the circumstances that you're in, you do have it within yourself to pull through and make changes with yourself, whether that be, your perspective, whether that be changing your goals, having it within you to be able to realize right from wrong. I feel like a lot of us, we'll go about the day, and if we have those negative feelings of guilt or being ashamed in ourselves, I feel like we just decide to go ahead and carry it instead of solving it. And some things may seem like they don't have a solution, but I think with time and patience and consistency, stability, we can grow so much into the person that we truly want to be and that we can be. When I was in high school, I think my junior or senior year, I kept having all of these envisions, far off futuristic envisions of myself. And I would see myself having a beautiful life. And I knew that, whatever I had to do to get those envisions to come true, I'd do it. I would push myself until I was at that place in my life. And I'm talking vivid envisions. I would see myself in in a light that I cannot describe. And the beautiful thing is, I know that I am close to that envision. But there has been some backpedals, there's been some bumps in the road that have slowed me down to getting to that version of myself that I've always pictured and visualized. And I want you guys to know that you can't have, okay, hold on. There's a point in time where life is going to throw things your way that you didn't plan for. You never could have prepared for. And those are the moments that really test you. And something that a very wise person said to me once is that it's what's next that counts. It's what's next that counts. It's as simple as that. It's what's next that counts. So, how about we stop putting so much pressure on ourselves and stop overthinking about things that aren't in our control. And I mean, just for an example, say your best friend's having a really bad day. They cut their toe open, and then they stubbed it. Then they couldn't get into the doctor to get stitches, whatever. At the end of the day, there's nothing you could have done to prevent them from those things, All you can do is, feel sorry. And maybe, offer to stitch up their toe for them. I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Some things are just out of our control. But they still take they take so much energy from us. And I think that's a powerful thing to have. Rather than just being like, oh, Stephanie stubbed her toe again. No. If you actually feel remorse, or if you feel sorrow for somebody's pain and stuff, I feel like that's a positive thing, right? It's only negative when it really impacts our life and our day, and we for some reason feel like we were the cause of it, or I don't know. The toe example was probably not the best example. You know what I mean, though. People have, every person, they have to want great things for themselves. They have to want whatever it is, you can want for them all day. You can hope and wish the best for them. Do everything in your power for them. Let's take Hoarders, for example. So if you've ever seen the show Hoarders, or the show Clean House, that was an older one that I loved. These, the people, that someone with a hoarder condition, they'd have their whole family supporting them. They'd have the whole group of the hoarder crew come in, clean their whole house, give them all of the tips, all of the things that they need to move forward and not get but it takes that person that's living in that hoarder house to make the change, you know. They can't just expect that hoarder crew to come back every year or every 5 years and redo everything, you know. So I'm saying, if you ever feel like you're that hoarder crew and you're going and you're doing everything in your power to get someone's life back in order for them, and then you go home and you go on Facebook or whatever it is and you see that they just went and got like a whole bunch of stuff and they put it right back in that hoarder house that you just cleaned up. Okay, stay with me. You're gonna feel some kind of guilt, maybe, or maybe even like frustration or resentment even at this person, because here you were investing your entire week, month, even a day, even a few hours. You know, you put so much energy into trying to help this person, and then you, on top of it all, you feel bad because, you know, you feel like you didn't do your job good enough. And if you would have done this or that, maybe that person wouldn't have felt the need to go out and buy a million things to fill up their hoarder house again. You know what I'm talking about? And if we can learn how to, like, take a step or 2 or 3 back whenever we get those feelings and that overwhelming sense of like disappointment, you know, I think that it's gonna benefit every single one of us in the long run. And I say this because there are people in each one of our lives that are struggling that we probably have no idea, you know. The people that choose to open up and ask for help, you know, those are the only ones we ever know that are struggling, you know. So I'm just saying, all you can do is try your best. Be there for those that you know, benefit from your help. Do what you can. Be their strength as much as you can. But when it reaches a point where it's taking a damper on you? No, that's not it. It's taking a toll. It's making a bad impact on you. You know, maybe you go home from the cleaning the hoarder house, okay? And you're exhausted. Maybe your own house is like not picked up. It's not tidied. It's, you got laundry to do, dishes to do, all this stuff. But at least you helped that other person in need, What I'm trying to learn at this age of being 26, almost 27, I'm just now in the little tiny baby phase of learning what it truly is to have self-appreciation, like self-love, self-care. And it feels so selfish. I'm gonna be honest. It feels weird. It feels like it's a guilty feeling almost. Sitting in a room by myself, painting or doing the laundry is almost it's weird for me to have even 10 minutes of clarity, without wishing good for somebody, like putting my energy into something else other than me and what I'm doing at that moment. That's so hard for me for some reason. Even if, I'm going on a walk or doing my hair, doing something, writing in my journal, I'm always spending my energy either worrying about somebody's well-being or trying to think of things that I could have done or that I can do in the future to help out said situation or said person, whatever. But I've realized that mentality is so draining. And I've kind of realized a pattern within myself throughout this year of really trying to explore my inner thoughts, my inner balance and peace. I've learned that it's not as easy as saying, oh, just go relax. Go take your mind off of it. It's not as simple. It's a habit forming type of mindset. It's not something that I think we can just embrace in the moment. I think it's something we have to work on embracing in every moment for it to actually end up working. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. Like, I know I'm never gonna fully be able to just let everything go and let everything be out of my hands, because I have such a strong will that I feel that it's my duty here on earth to help as many people as I can. But what I'm trying to learn, and what I want all of you to learn with me, is that we can't ever stop trying to look out for our own well-being also, I don't know. Maybe this is all random rambles. No, it's not. I have dug deep. I've dug deep this year. I have taken quite a bit of time to, do the things that make me happy. And throughout all of it, it's not just, oh, I'm gonna go swing at the park today and then I'll have a happy day. No. It's a lot of talking back and forth to my thoughts, while I'm swinging on the swings. I might have a thought that comes to me like, why am I swinging at the park right now when I should be doing laundry at home, or I should be checking in on so-and-so, It's having those inner dialogue, that inner struggle, going back and forth and telling yourself it's okay. You're okay. You don't have to feel like you're being selfish for taking time for yourself. And in the moment, that's hard to do. You might plan a full self-care night, a full night routine. And during that night routine, that's when you have to change those inner thoughts, If you're taking you a nice bubble bath and you start thinking of, past things or future things, those are the moments you really have to dissect, and it's okay, you know? It's okay. A lot of people in my life are going through this, where they're feeling ashamed and guilty for taking time for themselves. And I get it. I really do. And sometimes it's kind of hard to find the things that do truly make you happy if you spend so much time doing the things that make other people happy, you know. I've had a great deal of time to, and I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful that I've had the time to discover things about myself that I truly love. Like there's things that just make me so happy, you know, that I never really dove into, such as like my miniature collection. I adore that stuff. It makes me so happy, and I let myself I've let myself expand my miniatures quite a bit. You know, I've given myself time to read. I've been reading so much. I've given myself time to learn how to cook and actually enjoy it, instead of just like, oh, it's time to make dinner, you know. No. I have set up my life in ways that's gonna make me enjoy the little things and appreciate those little moments. And that's what I want for all of you. That's what I want you guys to do. Really take the time to figure out, what is it truly that makes you happy? One thing is, I found out that I have a bunch of comfort movies, and sometimes, you know, if someone else is with me, of course, I'm not gonna rewatch the same movie, you know, with them every time. But if I'm alone by myself, I can rewatch the same movie or the same TV show or listen to the same songs over and over again without feeling weird or embarrassed or like I'm imposing, you know. So alone time is so important for self-care and self-improvement and self-discovery and all of that, you know. Figure out what do you love? What do you love? And then once you find those things that you love, you have to make time for yourself to do those things. And that's why, you know, that's how we're gonna get the most out of our life. You know, I think that's how we're all going to flourish and become that envisioned part of ourselves, you know. And if you've never had that visualization or that mindset of, where do I want to be in 5 years? Maybe it's too scary. Maybe it's not important, you know. But take a second and think, and maybe close your eyes and just visualize yourself in the happiest place that you could be, you know. And the more you think about it, the more you study that thought, I feel like not easier, no. It's going to be like clear as day, you know. All like things are going to be easier to, you know, see. Rather than just, I don't know. I think going with the flow works for a lot of people. But the people in my shoes, the people that are watching this right now and thinking like, yeah, I know what you mean. You know, people like us, we have to take those moments, take a step back, and figure out, where do we see ourselves, and what do we do to get there? You know, what do I have to do to be that person that I want to be? So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I think this new year, being 27, I'm so excited. I have a beautiful feeling. I have a lot of hope for myself. I feel a powerful energy around me, and I am just trying to find the balance with that, and it can be very overwhelming at times. But I'll tell you a few of the things that really have been helping me. Waking up in the morning and spending some time reflecting about how I feel, like what emotions are coming up right in the morning, and then not avoiding them. So say I wake up and instantly feel super anxious. I will try to do the things that I know is going to make me feel calm, whether that be, doing some morning yoga, some stretches, some deep breaths. Another thing is, I do keep a dream journal. This is my dream book, and I write in this anytime I have a dream, which is almost every night. I remember most of my dreams, thankfully. So I've practiced my dreaming, my dream life, and I feel like the more vivid my dreams get, the more vivid my waking life is, if that makes sense. Like, the more in tune I am with the things that are around me in everyday life. And I know some people, they think dreams are just random, they're not important, whatever. But I don't agree. I think our dreams have a lot of meaning, and I think our dreams can help us through a lot of things in our life. So if you don't have a dream journal, or if you don't remember your dreams, that's something to maybe look into and try to expand in your life, because it helps me a lot. It helps me face my true, what's in my subconscious mind. What's deep in there that I might not be allowing to come to the surface when I'm awake. And realizing those things about myself. It's an honest, humbling feeling, to come to terms with your true priorities, your true values, your deepest rooted persona, and having self-respect, having self-respect is extremely gifting. Once you give yourself the respect that you deserve, that we all deserve, that self-respect. I feel like it's going to heal so much, so many parts of us that we don't even realize can be healed or need to be healed, you know? It's a very beautiful thing. It's intriguing. It's fascinating. Embrace your inner child. Embrace your weirdness, your silliness. Don't hold back laughter when you're amused, you know. Don't be scared to have fun in life. And don't hold it against yourself when you make mistakes. It's what's next that counts. Truly, it's what's next that counts. And I feel a great connection with the world around me, and observing people just from a distance and whatever, not in a creepy way, but just like, you know, walking through a park and hearing humans talking with each other, laughing, you know, talking to their dog, you know, whatever. It's so beautiful to me. I love going to places like the park or little tiny shops, and over here, little coffee shops, and just hearing people have a beautiful day, beautiful time. Those are the energies that feed my soul, you know. Those are the times in my life that I want to hold on to more, rather than the times where, you know, I wasn't able to help that friend in need, or thinking all of these things like, oh, maybe I should have been there more for so and so, or maybe I should have said or done this. Those are all valid feelings. Those are all normal feelings. But this next year, I am really going to try to work on holding on to more of those positive things that make me happy. And I think some of us fear that doing that might bring out a weakness in us. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you allow yourself to be happy, if you allow yourself to not stress out and not overthink and not scenario-wise everything that might happen in the future, it might break down our wall, or it might leave us feeling out of control, or it might give us less of a purpose, you know, and it might feel like that at first, because I definitely, you know, I still feel that way, but at the end of the day, guys, it's gonna strengthen us, okay? Like that saying, how are you gonna fill up everyone's glass whenever your pitcher's empty, right? You know you probably know the quote. I don't know. I'm not a Hallmark card maker. I'm so sorry. Anyways, all I'm getting at is, don't be afraid to explore yourself, like new things. If you get a new excitement about something, whatever it may be, explore it and allow yourself to love every bit of it, because you can. And know that there is so much beauty in life. There's so much beauty in you, and you don't have to be so hard on yourself, you know. hold anything against yourself, because there's always tomorrow, and it's what we do in the moment, and it's what's next that counts, guys. It's all there is to it. It's all there is. But yeah, that was a very rambly ramble. But I think I got my point across. And I hope that this helps someone out there. If you're still listening to this, bless your heart. I hope you have a really great night. And just never lose hope. Never give up. Always keep pushing forward. Trip through. Because you can. And you will.